Welcome, my friends in the LEGO community. And this has been a little while in the making, and it is the only purchase in March that I will do at the LEGO store. And that is another Pick-a-Brick cup, of course. Especially when it's kind of off season and there's nothing really amazing from a gift with purchase, at least from my perspective. And I'm still kind of saving up for the big old May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So we've got a little while for that. And so this is a nice one. Let me do kind of a quick little spin. You can see there's a lot of different varieties, a lot of different styles, a lot of different types, a lot of smaller parts, which is always the best value in general. You can find some other value with big parts too, but generally speaking, the smaller parts really add up very quickly. So without further ado, I'm gonna untape this. So forgive me here. It'll take a second. Let me pause. Okay, tape is off. So let's look in there. Of course, I had to put a little cherry on the top. Nice big red brick. So just on the top here, a couple of these types of parts. I do have a decent amount of these, but I really feel like for my mock that I have some uses for this, because I think I'm going to be using it to kind of do kind of the bottom level plating. So grabbed a bunch of those. Then at the top here, we've got some, this is a kind of a real true blue 1x. So it's kind of a brighter version of the old blue. It's got some stuff on it. Got it. They had 2x and 1x. And then I got a bunch more of these. I think I already have a bunch. But now I've got, I got a few more. Keep adding to the collection. So let's dump a few out. So, man, I guess a better way is to go like this. All right. Oh, and then as I kind of went through, had some of these. I kind of, at some point I'm going to do a Hoth mock, and I feel like this is fairly rare. I don't see this too much. So I got a bunch of those. Let's start creating different piles here. Move him back. Do a 2x pile, 1x. I won't make you sit here through all of the sorting as I'm going through here, but can't wait to kind of add this up in the end. I bet you this cup is going to be in the $40 range in value. This cup, for those who are new, is $8.99. You can go without the cup. You could just tell them to dump it in the bag and they'll take 50 cents off your charge. Boy, these alone are going to be worth this cup. Tiling is something, if you see tiling, go nuts, because tiling is, it's underrated to finishing off mocks. I mean, that's, to me, you can get a lot of bricks in sets, but tiling is something, unless you're getting the modulars, isn't always easy to get. Okay, so we got a bunch of these. Here's another part. There was red cylinders. I thought that would be really interesting too. Let's dump a little bit more out. A bunch of cylinders right here. And then another part, they had these. So check your LEGO store Pick-a-Brick walls. I've heard a lot of folks talking about how these are in a lot of the stores right now. This part is there. Who knows how often, this become rare gold LEGO right here. We'll set that over there. Let's get these sorted. Here's some of the 1x's, so we'll create a section for those. This can go over there. I think there's just one of those. So, all right, we'll get some of these sorted. If you're new to the channel, I really do a lot of analysis on Pick-a-Brick wall. I've been kind of going through the parts from plates to bricks. I forget if I did the 1x brick. I might not have. I might need to. So, and, you know, really, you pretty much can, you know, pretty much, well, these would be huge value because it's so thin. But like this isn't a great value, but if you need it, I think it's totally worth it. And I think I need just an unbelievable amount of those. So, oh, here's another one I got. I got some I feel like I'm always going to need some of those plates. Those are going to be needed. Anything black for the mock? I was hoping that there would be some black 2x. Just because. Boy, I'm screwing this up here. We'll put that over there. Those 1x's here. But, yeah, so even though, like, 1x3s, I think it was 2x4 plates still had some pretty good value. The bigger it goes, the less the value. Unless you're talking the dark colors. So color matters in the type of part. Man, this is gonna... I bet you this is... Dang. You know, one of the things I thought about was... since I have access to a Lego store, why not, like... buy the parts on Pick-a-Brick Wall, stuff your cup, get all the loyalty and gift with purchase points, and then turn around and sell the parts. I'd be willing to bet if you pick the right parts. Wow, my static energy is off the charts. I'm like pushing these around. Okay. I'd be willing to bet that you could make your money back on these parts. Just, you could sell it for Bricklink prices and you'd be just fine. You could sell it in bulk. I wouldn't sell it by the part. I'd sell it in bulk. You know, each part. Like if you just sold like red cylinders, like $3 worth or something, like, or $4 worth, I'd be willing to bet you could do 2 lots out of this cup, pay for the cup, and then still have parts left over, which would be genius, and get the gift with purchases. So that's pretty insane, right? To think that you could do that. Okay, so here's a new part. Let's bring this cup over here. Let's put there's going to be a bunch of these 1x's. Actually, let's go there. Here's another grouping of 2x's. It's black. Oh, I couldn't help myself. I got some wedges. I don't know if I don't really think I need them. But one of the things is that for Mustafar, I kind of feel like shouldn't I use these as like the terrain, because it's essentially like lava rock, kind of like Hawaii, which I can't wait to go to this year. So it's going to be it's my big excitement for the year. Let's go into Hawaii. Let's go. And then I've got the purple brick. We'll get those situated here. Bear with me. So, yeah, so as I was talking about, I do a lot of analysis on the channel for Pick-a-Brick Wall. I haven't made like a final analysis. I would like to at least knock down a bunch of other parts first before I make kind of the final analysis of the Pick-a-Brick Wall. I'm wondering if I should even build like charts and different things, you know, with price per piece and all that kind of stuff. It's interesting. A lot of videos have gotten a lot of chatter around in discussion, and I feel like that, you know, when I first started collecting, which was only about 3 or 4 years ago, you know, again, you know, I had Dark Ages and all that kind of stuff, and I had an old collection. But when I started building and collecting again, the Pick-a-Brick Wall didn't at first seem like a great deal. And so now that I've been collecting and I can kind of see the value of Pick-a-Brick Wall, it's something I felt like I should really... It was kind of a niche to provide some deep analysis on it. And So I've been having a lot of fun doing them, and it's been really interesting, the results. It's not what I expected to have a positive outcome for Pick a Brick Wall, but I don't know if I expected the math to be that good. And a lot of times the math could even be better. Like if I would have sat there and stacked all this, I'd probably get about 10% more, and it would be even more valuable. So that's just how crazy this is. Now look at the cup. It's kind of layered, which is nice. I should just kind of take these off the top. Kind of get these out of here. This is a really cool, it's like a, I don't know if this is like medium nugget color, but I figured for that, some of the cave work that I'm doing, and just in general for, so kind of like, it's a good complement to like tan and light brown or brown. Just another solid color to get. And I can guarantee you this one, probably, you could probably sell a lot of this. You know, like, I don't know, like 100 of them for $5, no problem. Bricklink, it's probably even more. And that's the other thing with Bricklink, is that you still have like shipping and seller fees and all that other stuff. It can be a little bit more expensive than it seems, I think, to buy on Bricklink, which is one of the reasons I haven't purchased on Bricklink, is because I just buy and sell on Mercari. So as my account, as I sell on Mercari, I literally just turn it around and invest it back into my collection. So it's a true way to invest in my collection, which, speaking of which, if you haven't done Mercari and you're new, then this is a great segue. My link is below, and you get a deal for your first time. You get a deal for buying, you get a deal if you're selling. So it is a great program overall. And of course, it would be great to have more buyers and sellers in the Lego community, all on Mercari, because that's where I buy and sell. So selfishly, it's a win-win-win for me. Mostly because I'd love to see more sellers jump on, honestly. If there's more stuff out there, and Lego buyers too, then prices stay stable, right? So there's a lot of, and I'm noticing more and more. There's a few people, and I don't know if they're just giving up on Bricklink. Maybe I'm gonna move this here, but are selling bulk parts on Mercari. So strategically, it's got to be a little tricky. I've noticed that things don't sell very fast, but I imagine that, if anybody's looking for bulk parts, a certain type of bulk part, that it's not a bad way to go, because you can get a bunch real quick. All right, we're leaving this one here. I did get some squares, one buys. We'll put that back here. More cylinders popping in. There we go. Cylinders, one by, and I don't know why I got the one. I don't know. Maybe I was bored. So that's the one thing about Pick a Brick Wall, is that you tend to kind of. I did get some. Yeah, I think I talked about this. I got some black wedges. Sometimes you just like, oh man, it just looks so good. I can't avoid it. I don't know why, but it's great. When do you really need it? Do I really need all these one buys and wedges? Probably this haul is gonna throw me over on my wedge bin. Well, I still got some room, but it's starting to get ugly. So, all right, there's this one. We'll clear these out, and we'll do the next batch. Man, this is a hard one to, because there's so many small ones, so many small pieces. it's brutal, but then it's also necessary to expand my collection. I really hope they get other circulars, other colors, because man, I really wish they had tan and like dark gray would be awesome, or dark tan would be amazing. Anything dark tan, just grab it. Like that's an amazing color. And I feel like the prices every time I look at dark tan are huge, because anybody trying to build like a, oh, here's another part. There's two parts here that I'll showcase. If I can get it. Alright, so one, I got some more of these. I probably have too many. I don't know why I got that, but tiles are super valuable on the Pick-a-Brick wall. So that means time to get one. And then this. So I wish it was another color, like black or something like that. But those triangles are great finishing parts. Really looking forward to that. So another great part. That one, I don't know how much those are going to cost per, but I'd be willing to bet those are 4 or 5 cents a piece is my guess. And so getting a bunch of those is going to up the value of this particular haul. So I don't know. I wonder if one of these days I should just convert my instead of, maybe I should just jumpstart my resale career by leveraging a bunch of VIP points on all Pick-a-Brick wall and try to turn that into $100 in resale. I'm wondering if I could do that. So it's essentially flipping to flip. I almost bought some bulk parts on Mercari. I just haven't pulled the trigger. Actually, one of the times, so here I forgot. There's the white one by. I have a ton with the hole in it. This is better for snow, so I feel like for Hoff, it's a good finishing part. And then it looks like there's going to be another piece. I'm just going to dump them all out here. All right, there's another piece. There's two pieces that I haven't showcased. One was there's this tile. I probably have too much of that too. That's a nice part. That's kind of the Dot Squad part. Throw those back out there. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot to sort out. And then then there was a dark tan of these. Oh, I should have just gotten a bunch of these darn things. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but it's an awesome color. You can never have enough of that color. So I think I just grabbed a few. So yeah, probably could have grabbed more of those. You just don't see a lot of that. Pretty cool. I don't know what I would do with it, but feels like I could have done something. All right. I think that's all the parts. So I'm just going to finish this last bit because they're really small parts. And then we'll take a look at the spoils of the Pick-a-Brick wall. Okay, I am back with them all sorted. So I'm going to kind of take a look. Here's the 2x section. Those were the tiles. So, throwback from the, check those out. The dots. Then we've got some black. Those are the, plate. I forget what those are exactly called. Some of the aqua colored. Those purple sparkly bricks. Some wedges. Those are all going to be awesome. Those triangle finishing pieces. Lots of, I think I got 100 each. Probably, that one's probably more like 80, 90, and then maybe 100 or so of the circulars. Those are going to be absolutely fantastic. And then just a couple of 1-bys. Got that one big brick. I threw them in at the end. Some dark tan. Oh, there's more purple hiding back there. And then some nice 1x6 plates. And then this one's big too. Actually, these white tiles that we kind of talked about, and of course the finishing pieces. Those are kind of like castle style pieces. So all in all, that was the haul from the Pick a Brick Wall in March. It is probably again the only one I'm going to be doing for this month. There may be some before, I hit Brick World Chicago because of the MOC. And actually, that's the best time. I think they're probably ramping up their purchases because it can take a month or so for them to get their allocation and their cases. So I could see them slowly ramping up for Brick World Chicago and in my local Chicago Lego store. So thank you so much for joining me on my journey. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.